I will read and explain the lesson first, then we will mark the keywords. Okay? So all of you listen carefully. Once upon a time, there lived an Englishman called Lemuel Gulliver. He and his friends set out on a voyage to the South Seas. A violent storm wrecked the ship and drowned the captain and all the sailors except Gulliver. So, once there lived an Englishman named Lemuel Gulliver. Once he and his friends set out on a journey to South Seas. Where? South Seas. But what happened? A violent storm destroyed the ship and drowned the captain and other sailors of the ship except Gulliver. Somehow Gulliver managed to escape. Then what happened? After swimming against the wind and waves for hours, Gulliver found himself near a land. So Gulliver swam against the wind and waves for hours. He swam for hours and he reached near a land. Except for small trees, he could sight no one on the shore. So when Gulliver reached a land, he saw there only small trees. He could not find anyone on the shore. As he was tired from swimming, he soon fell into a deep sleep on the soft grass. He slept more soundly than he had ever done in his life. As he was tired of swimming, he swam for hours, right? So he was tired, soon he fell into deep sleep. He fell asleep so soundly than he had ever done in his life. Gulliver woke up after 2 days and found his arms and legs tied to the ground. Thin leather straps across his shoulders and chest held him down. So Gulliver woke up after 2 days. Gulliver slept for 2 days because he was so tired after swimming. When he reached that shore, he could not find anyone and he was so tired and he slept and he woke up after 2 days. And that time he found himself that his arms and legs were tied to the ground. Thin leather straps across his shoulders and chest held him down. And thin leather straps. Straps means long piece of material. Thin leather straps across his shoulders and chest held him down. He was tied with a long piece of material, leather straps. His hair, which was long and thick, was tied down in the same way so that he could not even turn his head. Not only his body, his hair was also tied down so that he could not move his head. He soon saw tiny men walking on his chest. The straps began to break when the giant like Gulliver tried to sit up and the strange little men ran helter-skelter. So the tiny men were walking on his chest, and when he tried to sit, what happened? The leather straps started to break and the tiny men who were walking on Gulliver's chest got scared, got confused and started running here and there. These tiny men called Lilliputians soon came back with a message from their king that Gulliver was their prisoner and must be taken to the capital city of this land called Lilliput. So these tiny men are called Lilliputians. So Lilliputians means what? Lilliputian means very small person. So these tiny people soon came back with a message from their king that saying that Gulliver is their prisoner and they have to take him to their capital land called Lilliput. Everyone in Lilliput wanted to see Gulliver. He looks like a giant for them because they were so small. So he was asked to take Gulliver to their capital land Lilliput, and all of them were so eager to see Gulliver. By this time, Gulliver felt hungry, for he had not eaten anything for 2 days. He could not speak the strange language of the Lilliputians, so he kept putting his finger in his mouth as a sign that he was hungry. So by this time, Gulliver felt hungry because he had not eaten for the 2 days. He slept for 2 days, right? So he felt so hungry and he could not speak the Lilliputians' language. That was so strange language for him. So what he did, he made a sign that he was hungry. The tiny man brought a lot of food but found it difficult to feed him in spite of using their tiny ladders. However, with much difficulty, Gulliver was fed all the food they had brought. So the tiny men brought a lot of food, but they found it difficult to feed Gulliver with their tiny spoons. Somehow, with much difficulty, they fed Gulliver with whatever the food they had brought. The tiny men thought of a way to take this giant Gulliver to their king. They built a platform on wheels, tied Gulliver to it, and started their journey to the capital city of Lilliput. So he was so giant, right? So tiny men thought of a way to take the giant to their capital land, Lilliput. So they built a platform on wheels and tied Gulliver to it and started their journey to their capital city of Lilliput. Thousands of Lilliputians thronged the streets to witness the giant. So thousands of people, thronged means gathered. Thronged means a great number of people assembled together. So thousands of Lilliputians gathered in the streets to see Gulliver. The long march ended in the capital city. Chained Gulliver was released from the platform. He was astonished to see so many tiny men. He knelt before the king and his ministers. So somehow they reached their capital city where Lilliput. And he was released from the chain. And Gulliver was so astonished, so amazed to see so many tiny men in Lilliput. And he knelt before the king and his ministers. He knelt means to go down into, okay? Kneeling down, past tense of past participle of knee. And he knelt before the king and his ministers. The Lilliputians changed their thought that Gulliver was a giant sent to destroy them. First they thought Gulliver had gone there to destroy them. But when Gulliver knelt down before the king and ministers, they understood that even if Gulliver was giant, he had reached there not to destroy them. They now began to trust them. The king made an offer to Gulliver. If Gulliver helped the country, he would be unchained and treated well. So now they started to trust him, and the king made an offer to Gulliver. If Gulliver helped the country, then they will unchain him and they will treat him well. During the army parade, on the occasion of the king's birthday celebrations, Gulliver was made to stand like a huge arch. During a king's birthday celebration, Gulliver was made to stand like a huge arch. Okay. One day, the tall Gulliver saw the ships being made ready in the neighboring Blefuscu to wage a war on Lilliput. So one day, he saw tall, right, for the Lilliputians. So the tall Gulliver saw the ships being made ready in the neighboring country called Blefuscu to wage a war on Lilliput. They just planned to make a war on Lilliput. Blefuscu declared a war on Lilliput. Gulliver wanted to foil their attempts. He walked through the water and tied each ship with a piece of rope. So Blefuscu declared a war on Lilliput, and Gulliver wanted to foil all their attempts. Okay, and he walked. So what he did? He walked through the water and he tied each ship with a piece of rope, and he destroyed the whole fleet, the whole ships with one pull. All the ships he just tied with a piece of rope, and he pulled all together and destroyed all the ships. The king of Lilliput declared Gulliver a national hero. So when Gulliver had done this, the king of Lilliput became so happy and he declared Gulliver as a national hero. Because there were no ships for Blefuscudians, right? So they cannot wage a war on Lilliput. So they considered Gulliver as their national hero. His countrymen paid homage to this hero for saving their country. And his countrymen, the Lilliputians, also admired Gulliver for saving their country. Ambassadors from Blefuscu came to meet the king of Lilliput with a peace plan. Ambassadors means a person who represents or speaks for. So some people came from Blefuscu to meet the king of Lilliput to make a peace plan. Now Blefuscudians came to meet the king of Lilliput to make earlier they wanted to wage a war on Lilliput. Now all the ships were destroyed by Gulliver, so they came to meet King of Lilliput to make peace plan. But the king wanted to make the Blefuscudians his slaves. Now they have Gulliver with them, so the king of Lilliput wanted to make the Blefuscudians his slaves. Gulliver intervened and brought about a just treaty. So what Gulliver had done, intervene means to involve in a situation in order to improve or control it. So Gulliver intervened and he just made a treaty. Treaty means agreement. He made an agreement between, he tried to make an agreement between the king of Lilliput and the ambassador of Blefuscu. So what happened? Now the king of Lilliput suspected Gulliver's loyalty. Now the king started suspecting Gulliver's loyalty. Why he doesn't want to make a war on Blefuscudians? Why he wanted to make peace between both the countries? King of Lilliput started suspecting Gulliver. His members advised him to kill Gulliver as they felt he was becoming dangerous. So his members also advised to kill Gulliver because they thought that he was becoming dangerous. Having come to know about the plot, Gulliver decided to leave Lilliput immediately and informed the king about this decision. So Gulliver also came to know about this plan. So what he decided? He decided to leave Lilliput immediately and he informed the king as well. Gulliver bid the Lilliputians goodbye and walked through the water to reach Blefuscu. The king, queen and all the ministers of Blefuscu were waiting on the shore to welcome Gulliver. So Gulliver left the Lilliput and he walked through the water to reach Blefuscu. And the king, queen and ministers of Blefuscu all were waiting in the shore to welcome Gulliver. As in Lilliput, he was declared a national hero here too. There in the land of Lilliput, Gulliver was declared as the national hero, right? Here in Blefuscu also, Gulliver was considered as their national hero. Blefuscudians, equal in height to Lilliputians, came to pay their homage to this hero. So, Blefuscudians were also as little as the Lilliputians. Both countries' people were also very small. So, they also came to admire their hero Gulliver. One day, Gulliver sighted a boat in the open sea. One day, he saw a boat in the open sea. This could probably be one from the large ship he was traveling in a couple of years ago, he thought. So suddenly when he saw a boat in the open sea, he thought that it must be from the large ship that he was traveling in 2 years ago, he thought. So he was there in Lilliput and Blefuscu since 2 years. The king had come to know about Gulliver's intentions to return home. So the king of Blefuscu also came to know that Gulliver wishes to go back to his home. Then the king he ordered 2,000 of his men to get the boat ready for Gulliver's journey home. Then he ordered his people, how many of them? 2,000 men to get a boat ready for Gulliver because they were so small, right? So they can make only small boats, and for Gulliver they have to make a big boat. So 2,000 people worked for that. All the people of Blefuscu gathered on the shore to bid farewell to Gulliver. Somehow they made the boat ready for Gulliver, and all the people gathered on the shore to farewell Gulliver. They made sure that adequate food and other necessary things for the journey was there in the boat. So they made sure that adequate means good enough. Adequate, good enough. So they made sure that Gulliver had enough food and other necessary things for the journey. All they prepared and made it ready in the boat. Though the king of Lilliput invited Gulliver to come back to his country, Gulliver decided to start home and leave the neighboring countries in peace. So at that time, the king of Lilliput also invited Gulliver to go back to his country, but Gulliver decided to go back to his home home and he left the place, leaving those neighboring countries in peace. Gulliver finally left Blefuscu. Soon he saw a ship sailing towards England. So Gulliver finally left Blefuscu and soon he saw a ship sailing towards England, and sighting Gulliver, the ship stopped. So the people in the ship saw Gulliver and they stopped. He got into the ship and reached home. He got into the ship and he reached home. Thus came to an end of Gulliver's 2 years of adventure. So past 2 years Gulliver spent his life in Blefuscu and Lilliput, and finally he reached home. So that was an end of Gulliver's 2 years of adventure. So children, I hope you all understood this lesson. Now I will read the keywords and we will mark the keywords first, then we will move on to the TV exercises. Children, I would like to inform you first that from SEM 2 textbook I will be taking lesson number 1, 2, 3 and 5. Okay. Lesson number 4, 6 and 7 are deleted for this academic year. Okay. And from English 2, all these lessons I will take except last lesson, punctuation. Okay. This lesson I won't take, but you have to read and understand it. Okay children. So children, take page number 5. First keyword is ret. Underline ret. Next is straps. Next, helter skelter. Underline helter skelter. Next, Lilliputians. Next, thronged. Underline thronged. Next, astonished. Next one, knelt. Next, homage. Next one, ambassadors. Next, intervened. Next, treaty. And last one, adequate. Now we will move on to the TB exercises. Page number 8. Fill in the blanks. Gulliver and his friends set on a voyage to the dash. Set on a voyage to the South Seas. Right? South Seas. Next, after the ship wrecked, Gulliver swam to the land of Lilliputians. Next, Gulliver soon saw dash men walking on his chest. Gulliver soon saw tiny men. Next, these tiny men called dash soon came back with a message from their king. These tiny men called Lilliputians. Gulliver could not speak the strange dash of the Lilliputians, strange language. Next, write T for true and F for the false statement. First one, Gulliver came to the land of giants. True or false? False, right? Gulliver came to the land of Lilliputians. Next, the tiny men of Blefuscu were called Lilliputians. True or false? False, right? The tiny men of Blefuscu were called Blefuscudians. So this is wrong. Next, the Lilliputians thought that Gulliver was the giant sent to destroy them. Yes, first they thought Gulliver was a giant sent to destroy them. So, true. Fourth one, ambassadors from Blefuscu came to meet the king of Lilliput with a peace plan. Yes, true. Next, the king of Lilliput declared Gulliver a national hero. Yes, they declared, right? So, the answer is true. Children, next main vocabulary. Make as many as 3-letter, 4-letter and 5-letter words using the letters of the word. One word is given here. From this word you have to make 3-letter, 4-letter and 5-letter words. Okay. The word given here is butterfly. 3-letter words, for example, fly, F-L-Y. From 4-letter words, tube, T-U-B-E. Next 5-letter words, buyer, B-U-Y-E-R. Like that you have to make as many as words, okay, for 3, 4 and 5 letters. So you can write 3-letter words, but, tub, try, buy, fur, fry, bet, yet. 4-letter words, furry, F-U-R-Y, furry, F-U-E-L, fuel, B-U-T-T, but, F-E-L-T, felt, R-U-B-Y, ruby. Next, 5-letter words, U-T-T-E-R, utter, T-R-U-L-Y, truly, F-L-U-T-E, flute, B-U-R-F-Y, Buffy, F-L-U-T-Y, fluty. Next, say these words aloud. Pay attention to the S, SH and CH sounds. See, I will read. Listen. Sip, sew, sear, sin, base, case. So, S sound for S. Okay. Next, SH, sh sound. Ship, shoe, shear, shin, bash, cash. SH has here sh sound. Next, CH, ch sound. Chip, chew, cheer, chin, batch, catch. So, children, read this and practice, okay? Next main, creative writing. Imagine that you are one of the little people who found Gulliver. Write a paragraph discussing with your people what is to be done with Gulliver. So imagine that you are one of the little people who found Gulliver. So you can write a paragraph discussing with your people what you will do with the Gulliver. Okay, so you can try writing this. Okay, children. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the interactive session. Thank you.